What's happening, guys, and welcome to F1 Fresh. Speaking from his own personal experience, Bottas has said that it's going to be next to impossible for George Russell to beat Lewis Hamilton in the same Mercedes equipment during their time together as teammates. Let's dive in and look at Bottas warns George Russell about Lewis Hamilton. Number 1. An intro to Bottas, Russell, and Hamilton. Starting with Valtteri Victor Bottas, he was born on 28th of August 1989. Bottas is a Finnish racing driver who competes in Formula 1 with the Alfa Romeo team, having previously driven for Mercedes from 2017 to 2021 and Williams from 2013 to 2016. He scored 10 race wins and 67 podiums. Moreover, he's also contributed to 5 consecutive championship wins for Mercedes and has been the Drivers' Championship runner-up twice in 2019 and 2020. Moving on to George Russell. He's a 24-year-old British rising star from King's Lynn who's aiming to achieve the ultimate goal of becoming a Formula 1 world champion. His career began with humble beginnings in karting in 2006. His talent was clear to see from an early age as he swooped in to become the MSA British Cadet Champion and British Open Champion in 2009, announcing himself to the world of British motorsport. George embarked on his first season of single-seater racing in 2014, claiming the BRDC Formula 4 Championship title at the first attempt. Lastly, let's proceed to the introduction of Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton. He was born on 7th of January 1987. He's a British racing driver who competes in Formula 1 for Mercedes, having previously driven for McLaren from 2007 to 2012. In Formula 1, Hamilton has won a joint record of 7 World Drivers' Championship titles, tied with Michael Schumacher, and holds the record for the most wins of 103, pole positions 103, and podium finishes 183, among others. Number 2. Can Russell overpower Hamilton anytime soon? This year, George Russell got his inevitable promotion to Mercedes and is preparing for his first season as a regular Mercedes driver. The Briton is a highly high talent and is expected to be a world champion sometime in the future. However, Valtteri Bottas, who Russell has replaced at Mercedes, thinks that right now is not the time. The Finnish race driver warns the 24-year-old that no grid driver can currently beat Hamilton in the same machinery. He doesn't doubt that Russell will adjust well to the setup of Mercedes because of his prior experience with the team. However, Bottas believes that Hamilton is at a very high level currently. I don't see anyone else beating Lewis in the near future in the same machinery. George will adjust well because he's been with Mercedes for some years. But beating Lewis is not easy. I've experienced that. It's his consistency in his performances, Bottas said in an interview with The Sun. Every driver has a form that's a little bit up and down, but his baseline for performance is just so high. Even when he has a bad day, it's not too bad. It's his consistency over the season. Another one of his key strengths is his ability to adapt to different conditions, the skill to adapt to changes, be it setup or whatever, and his racecraft. His tire management is a special skill, and all these things are combined with talent, Bottas added. Number 3. Bottas' take on his victory over Hamilton's. During his 5-year-old spell, Bottas has had his moments just because he never got a shot at the championship. Though it doesn't necessarily mean that the new Alfa Romeo driver isn't proud of his achievements. One of his major achievements included defeating Hamilton. He puts in the work, which not many people see, so he's hard to beat, Bottas said of Hamilton. I can be proud that on my day, I've been able to beat him, but not consistently enough to beat him over the season. Now Bottas, for the first time in his career, will be at the forefront while serving a team for which he's grateful. But he will surely miss his time at Mercedes. When I joined Mercedes, it was difficult for me to take the lead because of Lewis being there, Bottas explained. With him being in the team, it was always difficult for me to take that lead role. So now it's different and a fresh start for me, and having that leadership role is a good feeling. A part of me is always going to miss working at Mercedes. Now I've started looking back at my time there. I've tried to take all the joyous moments we had. There were great moments, and I enjoyed working with Lewis and Toto Wolff, but I'm also really excited for my new chapter. Valtteri Bottas bid farewell to the Mercedes team towards the end of the 2021 season as he made his way to start a new chapter in his Formula One career with Alfa Romeo alongside a rookie and new addition to the F1 family, Guan Yu Zhou. George Russell is set to replace the Finn on the grid for the 2022 season alongside Lewis Hamilton. As the transition took place, Valtteri Bottas believes Russell will not have a problem adapting well to the environment, given the 24-year-old has been a member of the team's young driver program since 2017. He thinks that the biggest challenge Russell will face with Mercedes is beating Hamilton in the same car. Number 4. Bottas' proud moments. While the Finn was always behind Hamilton during his time in Mercedes, he takes pride in being the few who were able to beat the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, as only a few can claim to do so. He looks forward to having the opportunity to lead a team. When I joined Mercedes, it was difficult for me to take the lead because of Lewis being there, Bottas explained. Bottas will always cherish his moments in F1 with Mercedes, as he was and always will be a part of history. He talks about his former teammate and the times he has cherished with Lewis. With him being in the team, it was always difficult for me to take that lead role, so now it's different and a fresh start for me, and having that leadership role is a good feeling. Valtteri Bottas is one of the underrated drivers on the grid, and his role in Mercedes as a supporting character has helped the team and Lewis come a long way. Number 5. Bottas praises Hamilton's consistency. Bottas raced alongside Hamilton at the Silver Arrows for 5 years, and during that time, he was left impressed by Hamilton's ability to stay consistent. It's his consistency in his performances, Bottas said. Every driver has a form that's a little up and down, but his baseline for performance is just so high. Even when he has a bad day, it's not so bad. It's his consistency over the season. Hamilton's adaptability is another skill that Bottas noted in their time as teammates. Another one of his key strengths is his ability to adapt to different conditions, the skill to react to changes, be it setup or whatever, the new Alfa Romeo driver added. This and his racecraft. His tire management is a special skill, and all these things are combined with talent. I can be proud that I've been able to beat him. Whilst Bottas was never able to get the better of Hamilton consistently over the course of a season, the Finn is proud that he was able to occasionally beat the 7-time world champion. He puts in the work, which not many people see, so he's hard to beat, Bottas said of Hamilton. I can be proud that on my day, I've been able to beat him, but not consistently enough to beat him over the season. Bottas is now embarking on a new chapter in his F1 career with Alfa Romeo and looks forward to having the opportunity to lead a team. I'm sure with the experience I have with Williams and after 5 years at Mercedes, I'll be able to help the team move forward. I feel really comfortable with my role. Yes, there's a possibility and I have commitments to the team, but it is exciting. So what do you guys think? Will George Russell be able to beat Lewis Hamilton, but this time consistently over a season? Or will Bottas' warning end up becoming the truth? So who's your favorite racer out of all these 3? Are there some other drivers that you're a fan of? Do let us know all about it in the comments section below. If you like this video, do be sure that you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well as hit that bell icon so you never have to miss out on any updates. Until next time, take care and goodbye.